Hi, Gregory. First of all, thanks for joining us. Hope you're well and keeping safe over in France. I think if your name's said to any Liverpool fan, there's only one memory that immediately comes straight to mind, and it's a very famous moment in a Merseyside derby. So how does it feel winning arguably the most famous free kick in Liverpool history?
It was a lovely one. I think it was an important game for us. But I've got in my mind Gary Mack's face, after when he scored the goal. So I think it was an unbelievable year for the squad, for the club. And it's always a pleasure to win against the blue team. So a lovely day.
Now, I suppose you're just able to give us an update on what you're up to since retiring from football, what you're up to now.
So I started my career as a coach now around 9 years ago. So I spent 4 years in my town, at the low level. And I went for Montpellier a year as an assistant coach, reserve coach. I spent, of course, 3 years in Glasgow Rangers at the academy and with the first team with Stevie G and the women's as a manager as well. And I left Rangers and I went to Olympique de Marseille. So try to build my career, and try to be ready for when the third job will come. So hard work.
And how's it all going for you? Because obviously those are some big teams. You're certainly making progress as a coach.
Of course, yeah. You're learning, week in and week out. I learned a lot. Of course, I was really close with Gerard Houllier, so I was on the phone with him every week. And I learned a lot from him. I went to see Rafa as well. I was invited by Rafa in Newcastle. I spent the day with him, and we spoke about the methodology. And of course, with Stevie G and Michael Bill, and Gary Michael, I learned so a lot, the last 3 years as well. So I think it's good for me, and try to be, stronger year by year. And of course, now I'm looking, for my pro license, and I hope I will be ready pretty soon.
So that's your coaching career so far. Now let's go to your playing career. Obviously, joined Liverpool from Montpellier in 2001. How did that move come about? Was there long interest or anything like that?
Yeah, I think he came after, straight after the Euro, when we won the Euro with under 18. Had a few offers on the table, Barcelona, Celta Vigo, Paris Saint-Germain. And Gerrard came straight away after the final. So had a chat with him, by phone, and I said, okay, just crack on, because it was Liverpool, So it was a dream for me to come and play in England. And at this time, we are speaking about 20 years ago now. 20 years ago.
Yeah.
so a long time, but it looks like it was yesterday, and it was impossible for me to refuse this offer. Impossible.
And how did you find it? Because I think you're only 19 when you move into England. It's at young age to come to a foreign country. How was that change for you?
It was really, really hard. First, because of different culture, different language, DNA, and strong city, Liverpool with a big DNA and one of the best football club in the world. So it was a big challenge. And that's why it was difficult. But I learned so much, around these top players, and around the staff. It has been an unbelievable 3 years. I've been lucky to win 3 trophies with the squad between 2000 and 2003. So and after I've been unlucky with my big massive injury. But that's football, but I enjoy because I was with the national team as well. So it was I think it has been a great years for me.
And what did Gerard Houllier say to you when you were joining the club?
He said, "You must call me boss." That's the first thing he told me. No, look, he said, Greg, it will be a massive improvement for you. It's a massive challenge. You will learn a lot. I know you love the English football, so it's a big chance for you. I'm looking for the left back. I want to improve this area, so I just say, okay, let's go, crack on, and I spent 3 years, had my third child over there, I kept so many friends in Liverpool, and so Liverpool is part of my life, and so it has been amazing for us.
So is that your first child's a Scouser?
Yes.
I'm guessing too young to have an accent.
I think she kept the accent. So yeah, no. We really enjoy, and we came back last year. I went to see. Last year, I think when I came, I watched the ladies against Chelsea, and 2 years ago against Manchester City during the Boxing Day. So it's always a pleasure to come back to this football club.
And which players were you closest to in the Liverpool dressing room who helped you settle in?
But first, I was close with Stevie G, close with Nicolas Anelka as well when he came. Of course, the Frenchy guys, when I came, Rigo Versen was really good with me as well. He helped me a lot. Vladimir Smeisser as well. But otherwise, most of the guys, it was a good, a nice relationship with everybody.
And that sounds like a bit different to what you do hear about the Liverpool team at the time. I know Gerard Houllier was trying to take the cliques out of it and have a unified dressing room. A lot of players got sold. You didn't quite buy into that. So do you just think it was a unified dressing room? You all got on well and there wasn't really any cliques between the foreign players and the English players?
I think first and foremost, you need to understand it's really difficult, to when you bring a lot of foreign players, it's a different culture, and when you're right in the country, you need to adapt really quickly to the lifestyle. And we are talking about 20 years ago. Now it's easier, and you got FaceTime, internet, and it's so easy to stay closer. For example, with the family, because when I left, I came only with my at the time she was my girlfriend. Now she's my wife, but it was really difficult. And it was difficult for everybody. So, but it's a great experience. And for the manager, of course, it's so difficult because you have to join everybody, and reaching the same target toward the same goal. So it wasn't easy. But look, at the end of the day, I think we won 5 trophies with this squad. So that's mean a lot of things. And now you can see ex-players working for Sky Sports or managing football club. So that show you the impact.
And Liverpool fans, their reputation is famous all over the world. Were you surprised coming over? What's your memory of the fans? Or were they exactly what you thought?
Oh, it was amazing. It was the first time for me, so I haven't the idea about the power and the friends about the Liverpool fans. But when we went through the city, on the final day, we all the cups, on the top of the bus with all the players, it was amazing. And it was the first time for me because I never seen that in my life before. And to be honest with you, when I spoke with Stevie G after when I played for Portsmouth, when I left Rangers, and I signed for Portsmouth, I realized it was so difficult to play against Liverpool because I never feel this type of pressure, and I said I'm look so tired, and you realize but it's true. You realize the power of the fans, when they push the team and they're right behind the team, and the power of the team as well. So it was really difficult. So I realized this time how I think it was difficult for the other one to play and to come to Anfield, and play us. So.
And you joined the club at the start of the treble season. Obviously, it's one of the most famous seasons in the club's modern history. But did you have any inkling when you joined that all the success that was about to come? Because it was a frantic season, I think 63 games. But it was something that's never been done before, to play pretty much every single game that your club could in a year.
Yeah, I think it was an amazing year. If you have looked at the records and everything, I think it was amazing. But I think you must be ready when you sign for a club like Liverpool, about the size of the dimension, and the magnitude of the club. I think it's so important to be ready. So that's why you have to sign a lot of players, and you might be at 35 or 40 players. So that shows you the importance, the squad, and because the demand, the week in and week out, is so strong. The Premier League, for me, is one of the most best league in the world in terms of intensity and the demand, mentally as well. For example, when you play the Boxing Day, you might be playing every 2 or 3 days. You might be having something like 6 or 7 games in 2 weeks now, something like this. Mm-hmm. So it's amazing, that's why you must be ready. That's for sure.
And how did Gerard Houllier prepare you throughout the season? Like, it was a lot of games. It was a quick turnaround. There was no rest. Time to rest on your laurels at all. It was just go. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think when we played, when had my injury during the FA Cup. I think this time I was playing, every games, and I felt really tired, and I met Gerrard in the lift just before the snack, and before the team meeting, and I was really tired, and I had something in my mind and just say, okay, look, Greg, you must speak to the boss and tell him you're really, really tired because I couldn't, feel the energy, and I feel really down, really tired. And I said nothing because I said, oh, if you said something, maybe somebody else will replace you, and after it would be difficult to come back into the team if they are winning and play well. And look, I had my injury after 20 minutes because of the tiredness, because of the demand, because of the fatigue. It's so difficult to play 60 games in a row during the season, because the intensity is so strong. So I should have come and said to him, look, boss, I'm tired, but I was really young, and after we are speaking about experience,
And I think, when you were in the Liverpool team, Jamie Carragher was the left back. Obviously, he's a right-footed centre back. How was that for you as a young player? Like, you did get opportunities that year, but there's that slot in the team. You see someone out of position playing that role.
That's part of the game. I think Jimmy, and Karam did well, and I think he surprised everybody playing on the left-hand side. I think it's easier for the right side to play on the left-hand side. And if you have a look most of the team, is how many left foot play on the right-hand side? I think it's none. So that's part of the football. But Gerrard did well. Look, I think he had an amazing career with Liverpool. He has been one of the best players. He's a legend of this football club. So no, I think he done really well, and it was difficult for me, but that's part of the game. There's nothing to say because otherwise you don't go to Liverpool, you don't go to a massive club, you don't accept the challenge. That's simple.
You had to wait a few months for your Liverpool debut after joining. I think you're on the bench for the first time against Fulham in the League Cup, and then it came in the FA Cup against Rotherham. What were your memories of making your first appearance for the club?
I think, that's from the bench. My first experience was, I think, right from the start against West Ham.
Premier League.
When Harry Redknapp was in Premier League. That's the best memory. I think the first one is always the best one. The memories, when you left the dressing room toward, the pitch, and you pass, this is Anfield, on the top, and you are on the pitch and full stadium. It was perfect because it was a little bit raining, dark sky and the lights on. So it was, I think, a perfect day. I think we won 4-0, 4-1, 5-1. So I can't remember the score. But when you hear the Liverpool song, you will never walk alone. It was a dream for me, and I couldn't feel tired. I couldn't play all night. So, and against a good team because I think I played against St. Clair at this time. St. Clair was top English player, so Lampard, Defoe, the team was really strong as well from West Ham. So it's a great memory because I was happy because Stephen Wright as well started, I think, on the right-hand side. And we are roughly the same age, and so it was good. So, and the history is funny because Gerard really called me on a Friday around 10 o'clock before the training, the last session. And I came into the office and he was on the phone shouting with somebody. I said, oh my God, what's going on? and Phil told me, the gaffer, I want to talk to you. I said, well, I've done nothing wrong. And he asked me a question. He said, are you worried? I said, what do you mean I'm worried about what? I said, are you worried to start tomorrow the game? Because you're starting tomorrow. I said, no, I'm not worried. Give me the jersey and you will see, So he said, okay, so get out of my office and we'll see tomorrow. I said, okay. And during the warm-up, when the coach give you the bibs, Steve G came and he said to me, Greg, I think you're starting tomorrow. I said, are you sure? I don't know. I was aware. I couldn't say, yeah, just in case, just in case if somebody, during the training session try to kick you or something like this. So it was funny, and that's why my first story when I played my first appearance for Liverpool. So great memories. Yeah, it was funny. We had a good game. Really good game.
And I was going to say, what was your memory like running out at Anfield for the first time, hearing that for the first time? I'm guessing nothing can prepare you for it because it is a completely different experience. Completely.
And I remember this time my wife and my parents were in the stadium, for the first time. And when we came home, we spoke about this. I couldn't find the word because it was amazing. I wasn't prepared for this. I came from Montpellier, and a good club, a good academy. But in terms of this, I wasn't ready. I couldn't think about this, and this is where you realize, you say, wow, where I am. And but yes, great memories, a fantastic day. And I remember when we had the last word in the dressing room, and let's go boys, let's go, come on. And I said, come on, there we go. So it was fantastic.
What did Gerard Houllier say to you after the game?
He said, you play well, son. I said, okay, thank you, boss. I said, so now we had a good chat. I remember, of course, the next day I spoke with him. He came to see me, and we had a chat around 15 minutes. And he said, this. I hope you realize this is where you are, Greg. And I said, no, yeah, no, boss. But when you are young, you're not thinking about this. You're so much energy, and you don't realize sometimes. And after that came with the experience, and through the years. And I always said, this is when I left Liverpool, I realized, wow, what a club. But tell me which player could refuse Liverpool, And if you ask all my friends at France, at this time when I signed for Liverpool, they all said to me, "Well, Greg, you are so lucky because it's a massive club."
And your first season, I suppose it couldn't have gone any better. Like you're on the bench for FA Cup final, UEFA Cup final. What was that like?
Well, it was another great experience, because 19, 20 years old, you come from a French club, and now after a year after you are on the bench or on the pitch, against massive clubs from Europe. You are playing a massive final, and it's a great memories. So I think the time went too quick, because you not have the time to realize. But no, that's part of my life, and even in Rangers or in Marseille, the players, the young player, they always come to you and they ask you a question about this, because they realize that it was fantastic.
Do you have any lasting memories from those cup final appearances, whether it's a team talk in the dressing room before the game or the celebrations? What stands out most for you?
I think it was a team meeting. The way the Gerrard, and prepared the meeting, and the attention from players, the way it was a big silence, from everybody, and you could see, all the concentration, the focus on the face, and after, when you left the team meeting room and you go toward the bus, and after, when you spend maybe 20 minutes or 25 minutes in the coach, in the bus, and thinking about your game, about the game plan, the way you will play, what the boss told you, and so I think that's for me was a great experience as well, because the way the staff prepare you to be ready for the wrestle. So, and I said as a team, because we want to think everything as a team. We had a massive player with Michael, because Michael was a Ballon d'Or at this time. He was on fire as well. But I think we won because the squad was strong, and the squad was with as well so close with the staff. I think that was part of the success.
And with the UEFA Cup final win, obviously it was won by a golden goal, and the players on the pitch, they didn't really know at the time that Liverpool had won. It took a second to settle in. Did you know on the bench when it happened? Like, were you straight up celebrating, or was it looking around?
No, I think everywhere was straight on, because we realized we won, and it was what a night, by the way, 5-4. What a night, amazing. So that's part of the memories as well. But amazing night. I think we prepared really, really well the final. Everything was spot on. The way we traveled, the hotel, the food, the quality of the meeting, the quality of the session. Even the last one on the pitch. I think everything was ready. And at this time, don't forget, Alaves was on the best Spanish team. If you remember that. So it wasn't easy for us. But I think the way we prepare everything was so professional. individually and collectively. That's why we won, because we were only not. It was only one team, one player, for the. I mean, at the squad. So it was fantastic.
And it was a strange end to the season in the fact that you couldn't celebrate these cup final appearances because you still had a Premier League game left, and Champions League football was at stake. I think you started in that game against Charlton. We all know how important that game was for Gerard Houllier to qualify for the Champions League. So what are your memories of that game?
Another one. What a day, what a game. I think Robbie scored a trick. I'm not sure.
Maybe
I think
it's 2 or 3, something like that. He scored an overhead kick, didn't he?
Yeah, and we won 4-2.
4-0?
4-0, nothing. 4-0, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but what a game, because another day with a lot of pressure on, and you must win. You have to win this type of game, because the Champions League, qualification was so important for the club. First, financially, and for Gerrard, to try to keep going to build the squad, because when you are playing Champions League, it's easier for you to bring better players. So that means better quality around you and in a dressing room. So it was a superb day. We had a massive game. We played really well, and then we finished second this year, if I remember. I think we finished second.
Third.
Okay, third. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I cheated a bit. So yeah, I think it was another great season, and if you have a look the game, if you look the game, we played as a team. Charlton had a couple of chances, but we stayed strong and strong unit, and we won. So it was another good day. Great memory again.
What were the celebrations like in the dressing room afterwards against Charlton?
It was a good celebration. Everybody was happy, of course, because we reached the target, Champions League qualification. So it was good for everybody. And of course, when you are playing for Liverpool, you're always thinking to win the title. But I think finish third this season was great for the club, great for the staff, for the squad. So we had a really good season, and that's bring good Champions League qualification. So well done, perfect.
That summer afterwards, Liverpool signed John Arnorisa. Obviously, most of his Reds career was as a left back, but he started with I think left midfield. What were your thoughts when you saw Liverpool signing someone in your position?
But I think I remember one article after the Everton game, because we played together on the left-hand side. I played left back and he played midfielder, and I think we had a really good balance. And one newspaper said this is the best left side in the Premier League. So it was. I think it was good for the team. I think we had some really good games together. And after John played left back, and he had a top career as well. So, but I really enjoyed playing with him, because he was, I think, a little bit like me. I was a little bit like him. We couldn't run, all day long. So it was, great for us to go up and down. And if I was on front, I could have played left back, and if I played at midfield, you know what I mean. So the balance was perfect, and I had a great relationship with him. So he came from Monaco at this time, so it was easier for me because we spoke French, at the beginning as well. So to understand him on the pitch, it was easier, and a great good boy. So we had some really good game together.
And you started that season really well. I think you were pretty much an ever-present. You're playing in all the Champions League games. So that must be your most consistent spell in the Liverpool first team. What are your memories of it?
But good. The only things have been injured. I was injured after, so that's why it was difficult for me to come back. But I've been a little bit unlucky, I think, with Liverpool, because I get in my mind stronger and stronger after each preseason. I remember when I was injured, I stayed in Liverpool, 6 weeks to prepare the next season. I was, I went every day, to the gym, and the training center to make sure I was ready for the first day, preseason first day. And of course, that's part of the life. I've been injured, long-term injury. Otherwise, I think I was ready to stay in the team. But like I said, the club is more important than anyone, the institution as well. So you need to accept that. And that's why when you are injured, you need to work hard to come back. But no. I think it was. I think I was a little bit unlucky.
It was a broken foot, wasn't it, against Grimsby Town? Was it a fracture?
Yeah, three at the same area. So I think it took me maybe, but it was a really really bad one. So I think I was out for 8 months. Try to come back because I remember when Phil asked. I think Phil asked me to be ready for the Galatasaray game in Champions League away from home. And after the session, I went straight into the physio room and I said, I can't run. And Phil wasn't happy, and because he said, Greg, are you ready or not ready? I said, Phil, I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready because it's so pain. And I'm not like this, and I'm someone when I'm thinking I'm strong, and even over the pain, I try to play over the pain, and that's my mentality. But I think I came back too early. And I was injured again. So it's a shame because Phil was right behind me at this time as well. It pushed me to get stronger and to come back into the team. But like I said, it's part of the life. And I left after to go to Rangers. But I spent 3 years in Liverpool. Unbelievable. Yes.
Is it one of those where you look back and do wonder what if you hadn't got that injury? The fact that you're in the first team and then you were out of favour afterwards must have been a hard one to come back from.
Yes, it's really hard, especially when the team play really well. So it's the only thing you can do is train harder, and week in and week out, show your qualities, and then and push to come back. But like I said, Liverpool, the football club is 25 international players, so quality players. So after, if one is playing really well, it's difficult to come back. So that's part of the life.
And I know you were out injured when it happened, but obviously that season Gerard Houllier had his heart attack. That must have been so hard, so strange for the players in the squad when the manager's at death's door and it's just happened overnight that he's not there.
Yeah, I think it was difficult for everybody and for Gerard as well, And I spoke with him. I went to see him 3-4 months ago. I went to Paris, and we went for the meal and then together in Paris, and we have a chat, about, of course, the football. And he showed me, he explained to me that the problem he had, with his heart, and he drew, a couple of things, but Gerard was really really sick, and it was a massive heart attack. So I think it was difficult for him he tried to come back, to Liverpool, Aston Villa, Lyon, of course, he went to Lyon. But I think it was difficult after, year by year for him. I think when you get older, physically it's difficult. So I think, it was a big blow for everybody. And, when I went to the funerals, I went with the Liverpool scarf because nobody couldn't travel, with the COVID situation. So when I spoke with Greg Evans, with Ellen Kerr or Phil Thompson and or the boys, the Stevie G or Gary Mack, I said, I've got a Liverpool scarf in the house, or if you allow me, I can represent the club and go to the funeral with the scarf, So, and everybody said yes. So I think we lost someone. We lost, I think, a top manager. I think it was more. If you heard, I think Danny Murphy said something on the radio and as well. And if you listen, everybody, it was more than the manager. I think he tried to change everything, tried to show, look, this is what we need to do. This is what you need to improve to be a winner, because you are playing for Liverpool, for the football club. I think it was a great guy and a massive man. So yeah, that's shame, but that's life. And but he gave everything. He gave everything for Liverpool Football Club.
I think just from talking to you here, you can see the impact he had on you, how much he meant to you. You must cherish that meeting with him last year even more now.
Yeah, but Gerard changed my life. It changed my life. As the man, as a footballer, because he gave me the chance, to come to England and to play for this amazing football club. So I can't forget this, And after when I was on the phone with him to increase, my session, when I started my career as a coach, he was always there. I went to see him about my methodology. He said you need to change that and this because of this or that. So like a maestro, and honestly, he was always available. Sometime I remember last year during holidays, he called me. It was 2:00 in the morning, and I said, "Boss, it's 2:00 in the morning." But I am in New York. I said, "Okay." So he said, "Call me tomorrow." I said, "Okay, I'll call you in a couple hours." But he was always available, and he loves so much the football. I think Gerard, he couldn't stop to work, He wasn't a man to stay home and to watch, TV or Sky Sports, and, you know what I mean. I think he done a great job. He helped a lot of people, a lot. When I mean a lot, it's a lot. Because when I was with him, I couldn't see the phone, the name of the people, ring him to ask him, advice or to help, regarding a job. So in terms of network, Gerard was unbelievable, and so now he can rest in peace, and Liverpool can, I think, pay tribute to him, and that's what Liverpool Football Club did because they respect Gerard.
And it's one where I think you missed his last time with the club because you're out on loan. So then, how is it for you? Like those conversations for you to go out on loan? Did you feel something had changed at Liverpool, that it was going to be tough for you to make it with the club?
Yes, but like I said, I was really young. I came back from injury. It was important for me to play. But during the statement, I was in front of my TV in Montpellier, of course, because I knew. So I said I need to be in front of the TV and just be aware, pay attention about what Gerard will say. But everybody was aware. You could see the face. I know his face. Okay, that's the end. But nobody's eternal, and that's life, And one day, for example, Mr. Klopp will go. That's part of the life, even because he does an unbelievable job. But that's part of the football club, and that's life. So, but yeah, it was, I think, a new story for Liverpool Football Club. So it's part of the manager life.
Then Rafa Benitez came in. You're still under contract with Liverpool. Did you have many conversations with him? Did he say straight away, "You're not part of my plans"?
It was 50-50 with Rafa when he came. So we had a chat after the session at Merseyside. We spoke about the situation, the future. So when we had the opportunity to go to Rangers, because I knew Aurelio will come and sign because he played for him at Valencia at this time. So I could have stayed, but I was 23, 24, so I wanted to play, this time. And we had the phone call from Alec McLeish to go to Rangers, and we decided to go. I think. Of course, they won the Champions League this year. But I think I won the double, with Rangers this time. I played 55 games, I think, during the season, Europe as well. So it was another great season for me, and another big club, another massive club.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the relationship between the two clubs was spot on, was really good. So that's why it was easier for me to go to play for Rangers at this time. But to be honest with you, I kept a really, really good relationship with Rafa because I think we had a great chat, and he understood. So no problem with this.
What are the differences between him and Gerrard as managers?
I think Gerrard was maybe closer to the player, and Rafa maybe a little bit one step beyond. Just maybe of the culture. Maybe because Rafa came from Spain. I don't know. Gerrard maybe from France, so maybe the culture, the vision is different. But I remember the Rafa pre-season, and I was really impressed because tactically it was really good. And I only spent 6 weeks with them, but the pre-season was amazing. Tactically was wow. So
with I think it was your last year of your contract when you went on loan to Rangers, but you had a memorable season. As you say, you won 2 trophies. You scored in the Old Firm. You were playing practically every week. When you went to Rangers, did you know that your Liverpool career was probably over? But it's like obviously great memories.
I wasn't too sure because I think had another year beyond the Rangers season in terms of contract after Rangers. So I know I was on the phone with Paco a lot of time because he was impressed, and I knew Rafa was impressed with my performance as well. So you're always thinking, oh, he might be come back, he might be stay to Rangers, but I had a top season at Rangers. I think I was surprised because in terms of intensity, because Scottish football is the same. In terms of intensity, is really strong. You must week in and week out as well. Because otherwise, against Celtic is difficult, and you have to keep this consistency. Week in and week out. So, but I was really happy and I had a great season. I played the whole film game, so another big derby. This one is a big one as well. It's a massive one. So I enjoyed this season, and I think I was really close with Alec McLeish as well. We still really close. Now he's a friend. So, but I learned a lot, from this football club as well regarding the DNA, the culture, the demands from the fan as well, and I understand now. I know why Stevie G went over there, because I think it's similar to like Liverpool.
Mm-hmm. So, where were you watching Istanbul from?
From my dad garden. We had a barbecue, and in south of France, and the TV on, and I watched the game over there with my friends and my family and my wife. So I couldn't miss the game. Impossible. So,
what were your reactions?
But I went. Well, fantastic. I went. I was invited for the last one, in Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
So same feeling. I think when you play for this football club, you must support. I am a Liverpool fan, now. So it's great to see this football club at the top of the mountain, winning everything. And I hope they will win something this year.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
After Liverpool, I think you joined Portsmouth, and later on you played with Birmingham City. You got to go back to Liverpool. What was that like, running out at Anfield as an opposing player?
But it's difficult. This is where I realize how difficult it is to play against Liverpool. The intensity, the pressure from the fans. And I said, wow. I felt tired, and I said, wow. I understand now why it's so difficult to come and win against Liverpool. But we had a good game, and we played really well this time as well with Portsmouth and Birmingham. I think we drew against Birmingham. Oh, we won? No, I think. Cameron scored. Jerome scored. But we play well. We lost against Portsmouth, but we had a good game. So great memories.
What was the reception from the fans like? I'm assuming
fantastic.
That
fantastic. I think it's like a Ranger. I think if you are doing well for the football club, I think if you respect the football club, if you respect the DNA and the culture, and you try and you give everything, the fan will always respect you. I never said bad words against this football club, even when I left, because I respect the institution. And for me, the institution is stronger and bigger than anyone, like I said, and it has been an honor first to play for this football club. So they give me the opportunity to play with this strip on. So I only gave everything back. But no, the fans has been always fantastic since the first day. So that's why I love to come back to Liverpool with my family. I hope I might come back as well one day as a coach. You never know, So that's part of my plan, and so we'll see.
And so, going back to your coaching career now, obviously Steven Gerrard came in at Rangers whilst you were there. You had a number of roles at Rangers as a coach. Did you get to work closely with him, or were you more separate with the ladies team?
Yes, no, I was closer the second year, of course, working for him, and the last year. When the club asked me, to start, the ladies, because it was during the World Cup in France, so we have to try to make an impact. I had the conversation with Mark Allan. I had a conversation with the boss as well, And I knew it was easier for me to do the job because we share the same training ground, same structure. But Stevie has been spot on, since the first day. I think we had a very good chat when he came the first time. We spoke, of course, about the club. Told him I thought, because I came a year before. So it was, I think, important for him, to get the right information. And we always work really closer, even when I have to work with the first team, and with the men. I think I gave my best. Mark Allen was spot on, was fantastic. Mark gave me my chance as well, and now I'm happy for him because he's back to Swansea now, working for Swansea Academy as an academy director. So I think it's a good job, really good job for him. But no, to be honest with you, I enjoyed, and I spent three really good years back, of course, because I played for this football club, so it was easier for me because I knew the city, I knew the structure and the people. So, but we did well. We won the 2 trophies with under 18, the cup and the title as well. So it was difficult to left this football club. Really, really difficult. And I wish I could have stayed more longer because we have got my house in Glasgow as well. So we kept the house, and so I've got, like I said, I've got two clubs in my heart. Liverpool and Rangers. So it's always difficult when you are leaving this type of club. But I might come back one day. Fingers crossed, touch wood.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So what's Stevie like as a manager behind the scenes?
He's really well organized. I think he's aware about everything. He listens a lot, and I think he trusts his staff. He trusts his people. I think the way he worked with Michael Beale, for example, it gave him a lot of responsibilities to prepare, to plan the session. And Stevie was always, I think, is always, a little bit, on the side to watch how the players train, how they react, and the way Michael and the staff, Tom and Gary lead the session. I think he has been clever, really, really clever. The way he prepare, the job, the way he prepare the staff. Because it's difficult, to manage Rangers is a massive job. You must realize it's a massive job. And when Graham Souness, I'm listening Graham Souness or Walter Smith, sometimes more Graham Souness on Sky Sports. But when Graham said, "Guys, it's a massive job. Manage Rangers is a massive job. The pressure is unbelievable. You must win week in and week out. And look, in Europe, it's the same. The demand in Europe is the same. So I think." The way Stevie prepared, we think he done really well, extremely really well. I think he spoke with a lot of ex-Rangers managers and friends, and to check every single point, So look, and I said on Rangers TV the first time, I think it would maybe take 3 years before to win, something, and it took 3 years because the gap was too big with Rangers. But the way the structure, the team, the increase, the infrastructure as well, it changed a lot of things. The training run to make, no excuse mentality. No excuse mentality. That means you need that. Okay, I will improve this. You want this? Okay, I will give you that. But on the pitch, make sure you give me something back. Because I was like this the last 20 years as a player. And it took him 20 years to be a legend, and for me, it has been an honor, to play for him, with him, and to work for him because I learned a lot from Stevie, and now he has a massive game tonight or next week, the Europe against in Europe. I think it's next, maybe tomorrow. No, I think it might be tomorrow. No, tomorrow night.
Yeah,
tomorrow night. So look what he does in Europe, as well. And I think he realized. I think it was an interview about him 2-3 days ago, and he said something. He said the Liverpool fan don't want me as a Liverpool football club manager. They want Jurgen Klopp and you can see, the vision, he has, the respect. He is a Liverpool fans, and I think it's difficult to say something like this. The Liverpool fans don't want me as a Liverpool manager, but they have to understand. One day he will be. He might be not ready because he might need to improve a lot of things in terms of manager. But he's a top guy, and I'm sure he will be a big success. I'm sure after this year, at the end of the year, I'm pretty sure a lot of clubs will knock on the door to sign him. I would be not surprised.
So, do you think he will be Liverpool manager one day? Is he good enough?
Of course he will be. If he's good enough now, I don't know. If you ask me if he's ready now, I would say maybe not. But there's nothing wrong to say this because I think he knows. I think he will know when he will be ready. Of course, he will be one day the Liverpool football club manager. That's that will be something.
Maybe he could bring you in as one of his coaches.
If I have the choice, and if one day he asks me the question to come and work for him in Liverpool Football Club, my answer will be yes, of course. Of course, because that would be amazing. But I need to show him first I am good enough, and I will, because I think if you work for him, you need to bring in something different, And so I need to work hard. I need to be better. I need to increase, my knowledge in terms of coach. That's why I'm working hard. And if one day he wants to pick up the phone and ring me and say, Greg, are you ready? I will say, of course. I will say yes. But you never know, in football, nothing is impossible.
I think Stevie's always been quite open about the fact that he takes little bits from all his managers that he's had throughout his playing career and tries to base it to make this merger of him as a manager, be that taking bits from Rafa, from Gerard Houllier. Obviously, you played for both. Could you see anything how he's similar to those two?
I don't know. Maybe the way he prepare the plan, maybe his game plan, or maybe. I think now, when you are a manager, you have your proper vision, So you learn a lot from your ex-manager. But I think when you are, on the bench, when you are the manager, you've got your proper vision, the way you see the football. So I think he knows the way he wants to play, the shape, in position, out of position, in terms of core, in terms, the way he wants to attack, the way he wants to win, the ball back, and in terms, everything, about football. So I think he's got his vision, the way he wants to play. Mm-hmm. And you can see that, through the year. I think it's difficult when he's playing a Scottish League game rather than a European game. The way you prepare, if you tactically you watch the game, you will see sometimes the 4-3-3 is different away from home or in Europe. But that's why when I said to you, I learned a lot from Michael and from him. Is a lot because the way he played, the shape, the way he structured the team, around the football is amazing. So no, I think he knows what he wants.
And going to finish with a few quick fire questions. Just looking back at your playing time at Liverpool, who was the best player in training?
Wow, good questions. So many good professionals. I would say maybe Sami Hyypiä. Mm-hmm. Sami was I think excellent. But a lot, I couldn't say a lot of players, to be honest with you.
As a defender, who was the toughest one to come up against in training? A bit different.
Stefan Deschamps was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan was a strong defender.
But who was the best forward against you in training? Who was the toughest one to defend against?
I will say Nicolas Anelka, Emile SK. Emile was a beast. So Emile was really, really strong for this time. So, yes.
What's your dream five-a-side team from your Liverpool teammates?
I don't know. Stevie G, Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler, Sami Hyypiä. I have to choose. Pick out the team.
Yeah, that's for. So whether you want a goalkeeper or not, whether Sam's got it covered at the back.
Jersey, central forward, Sami, Steph, right back, Marcus Bubble, left back, Jimmy Carragher, midfielder. The sitter, maybe say, maybe Stevie G as a sitter, number 6, even if I can maybe play him as a number 8. Maybe say Gary Mark, Vladimir Smicer. I will say Emile SK at front. Jari Litmanen, maybe as a number 10. And Michael Owen. Or Robbie Fowler, maybe front 3. So
very attacking.
I couldn't, yeah.
Lots of goals.
I am an attacking coach, so I think you must attack to win games, and so that's part of my mentality as well. So this year I see the football. So, but I forgot so many good players as well,
We'll just do another word on Stevie as a player. Obviously, you played with him right at the start of his career. Liverpool legend, one of the best players to ever play for the club. But could you all see he would achieve that success? Like thinking in the treble season when he's still finding his feet a little bit, that was like the first big steps of his Liverpool career.
To be honest, I think sometimes it goes up and down, and it's difficult to keep the same stability or the same consistency. But what we can say about him, he has been one of the best Liverpool Football Club player ever. He won everything except one, only the title. I think that's maybe one of the big regrets he had. But maybe we win the title one day as a manager. So, but he played, how many games he played? 800 games?
Something ridiculous like that.
So something like this. So that's told you everything, and you only, I paid tribute to him. The only things you can say, because he has been an amazing player, a leader, a winner. I think he has been clever because I think he changed sometimes the way he played, and I think he has been different with Rafa, Gerrard, and Brandon. For example, the way he played. I think with Rafa, I think he played more for team. The way maybe Rafa wanted him at this time, tactically. But look. Crack just my hat on, Stevie, and well done for your career, mate. You have been spot on.
You mentioned his regret will be not winning the Premier League. Do you have any regrets from your time at Liverpool?
Of course, because when you play for a club like this, your target is to win the title. That's part of the DNA. So of course, when you play for a club like this, it has been a big regret. But you never know. We might be there this football. Maybe one day we might be win this title. Other stuff, we'll see.
And how do you view your Liverpool career? Because I think it was 20 appearances. You're on the bench. I think 3 trophies. It's a decent amount of success for a player who didn't ever make it as a regular first teamer because of injuries and other circumstances.
Yes. Yeah. No, listen, just an happy young boy at this time, a young footballer, who realize his dreams, to come to England, to come to Liverpool for a club. So I was so happy, and that's part of my life now, and enjoy to be part of this football club, and was so happy to win this type of trophy at this time. I was really young. I played part, I gave my best, and of course it could have been better, but at the end of the day, is three trophies in a bag. games, games Anfield. I think to play at Anfield is, if you ask 1,000 scouts, young boys, would you like to play Anfield one day? They might give everything away to say yes, and to play Anfield. So the dream comes true. I realized one of my dream, play in England, play for Liverpool Football Club, winning trophies. So now I can, I can watch the TV and be happy.
If you could relive any game from your Liverpool career, which would be the one?
The first one is always the best one, I think the first one against West Ham at the beginning, of something. First time on the pitch, first time in front of the cup. First time you will never walk alone, in front of everybody. And first win. So I think that's one the best one. I think the first one is always the best one.
Just
my family was, in the stand as well. So it's great memory. I think the first one.
Do you still have the shirt from the first game?
Yes, it's in a frame. I kept the first one. I kept the first Champions League game. I kept the UEFA Cup final, the Super Cup final, the FA Cup one. So I kept because I think it was important. It's important, to I think to keep memories, because I show to my son. I can, what I mean. So that's part of my life.
And final one now. Sum up your Liverpool career in 3 words.
Humility, success, and happiness.
Perfect. Thank you, Gregory. It's been great. Really enjoyed this.
Thank you. See you guys.